FM, the sound of Lagos. This is Mainland Focus. So basically, of all the stories that we have reviewed during trends in the papers, we pick one or two headlines and then we build more conversation around these headlines. Basically, we focus on these stories, we get analysis on them, and proceed to open the phone lines for you so that you can also get a word or two in. My name is Sage Babalola. Fuad Said is also here with us in the studio. As always, we'll get his perspective first before we open the phone lines for you to contribute as well. So in all the front pages, we can see one story that reoccurs is definitely the cash policy, the issue with the availability of the new notes, and also the position of the banks regarding rejecting the old notes because apparently they have not gotten any directive from the CBN. Well, that's what we think is happening. So the headlines that we have seen this morning that we think is conversation worthy is the statement made by Nasir El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, who says that he no longer believes in the leadership quality around President Muhammadu Buhari. In fact, he goes on ahead to allege that there are cabals who are eyeing an interim government. And then he's also saying that the APC is, of course, imploding, as we can see that the inter-party fracas within the APC is starting to get worse. There's some sort of, should I say, discord between them, and there's a lack of synchronization based on all the many conflicting information we've gotten from members of the APC. So we want to have a conversation about Nasir El-Rufai's statement. He has spoken, he has said that there's some people around the government who are trying to, should I say, displace the APC flag bearer, who are doing everything they can to work against his success. So we're asking the question, is this an indictment on the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari? Why does Nasir El-Rufai continue to somehow find a way to exempt the president when he's making this statement? He's insisting it's people around the president, it's people hiding behind the president, but he always tries to remove the president himself from the situation on ground. And also, do you think that everything going on within the APC might have some sort of effect on, should I say, their success come the general polls on February 25, 2023? So, Fuad, let's get your perspective first before we talk about the banknotes, the CBN, and of course the commercial banks and their refusal to collect the old Naira note.
Well, I think the fact is that all is not well within the APC. The party is heavily divided. Before now, we've said that they've just been trying to mask their problems, the disaffections within the party. The fallout of the primaries is now becoming obvious that, look, the party is not united, There are people who even think that the president is not completely committed. He's just reluctantly committed to the presidential ambition of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It took him some time to even announce to go around with him in 10 states of the country. One would say, look, this is somebody that stood by you in 2014, 2015. He stood by you in 2019. The president should be all around, with him, campaigning for him, if not touching all the states, but again, 10 states. And when he shows up at those rallies, he
barely says anything.
Just says one or two things and then it's off, People around the president are not even completely committed to the campaigns. The vice president is off the course, and some other cabinet members. But the reality is that, look, one would have expected that maybe an El-Rufai for now will keep quiet. He will stop talking. It's wrong to continue to watch your dirty leanings in public like this. I thought that he would be more strategic about the things he says rather than coming to the public to talk about the presidency and the cabal around the presidency without talking about the president. Again, I say that, look, whatever he keeps saying or they keep saying about cabals working for and around the president is an indictment on the capacity, the quality of leadership of the president. There's no way you're going to be able to separate the two because the president leads the presidency and he chose those people. He believes in them. He works with them. It's not like saying that whatever the CBN is doing is not the policy of the president. He gave the approval, and whatever is happening now, it seems he believes in what Obiefele is doing. So I just hope that the APC would understand that, look, if they still want to retain power, they should be more strategic about how to handle these things and what they say to Nigerians at this time. So that's on that.
So yes, the banks and their refusal to collect the old notes. And we asked the question, why are the banks refusing to collect the old notes? Where are we supposed to take the old notes to? And also the meetings with President Muhammadu Buhari and Emefiele. There's been multiple meetings, I think almost 5 or 6 since this whole cash swap policy. And we've not exactly been able to...
I think it's like the second or third meeting.
So like cumulative believe some of almost 6 meetings since this whole issue
And
has happened, and we've not been able to
get.
get any tangible outcome of the meeting, no tangible solution to the issue. And now we have banks saying the initial advisory, or should I say directive from the CBN, was pause collection of old naira notes. But
The deadline February 10.
now that the Supreme Court has said there will be some sort of extension, I think that's on Wednesday, that's tomorrow. But then the banks are still saying that we cannot collect the old naira notes. So this conflict between the position of the Supreme Court and the position of the CBN and the commercial banks caught in the middle of this scuffle, and is now telling on we the people. Well, a lot of people are in a lot of distress, like the example that you gave this morning. How do we, what are we supposed to do about this?
I like the fact that you said that the commercial banks are caught in the middle of this confusion, and I think the advice would go to the CBN. Again, if you say you are obeying the pronouncement of the Supreme Court, I think you should have immediately given directives to the commercial banks to say, oh, the February 10 deadline has been set aside by the courts. You can now begin to receive the old notes until there's a different directive. That's on one part. The other part is that, look, Sage, nobody's interested in the old notes again. If anybody still has the old notes to give to the banks, fine. It's because people are holding on to it because they don't have access to the new notes. So the fear is, oh, if I take my old notes,
what will I spend?
What would I spend? So it's causing that confusion. All the CBN needs to do now, I don't know how they're going to do it, because I suspect that there are issues with the capacity to print the new notes, is to give the directives for us to begin to continue to spend the old and the new notes, maybe for the next 1 or 2 or 3 months, until when they're able to sort themselves out. Again, sometimes you come out with a policy with good intentions and you don't think through the implementation, it falls flat on the face. All you need to do is to eat the humble pie, accept that, look, you had good intention, the policy was supposed to do this, but again, implementation was a bit faulty, and then, okay, let's reverse to the old order, continue to do what we need to do until we get it right. You don't need to grandstand when it's obvious that implementation has failed. It's as simple as that.
Okay, so you've heard Fuad's point of view on these matters. We're talking about the infighting within the APC and the effect it's going to have on the ability of the APC to retain power, if they're able to retain power. We're also speaking about the commercial banks and how they're in a tight corner because of the breakdown of information, the Supreme Court ruling, and also the CBN not giving any directive following the initial one that was given for the February 10 deadline for the collection of the old naira notes. Please call in. You can also send WhatsApp messages. The number to call 0913 6000 410 0913 6000 410. Now, for you to send your WhatsApp and text messages, there's a different number, and that number is 0913 6000 430. For calls, 0913 6000 410. For text messages and WhatsApp messages, the number you are sending them to 0913 6000 430. So let's go to calls right now. Let's take a few calls and we'll definitely check for WhatsApp messages and text messages. Hello, good morning. The volume on your radio. Hello.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. You might need to call us back. It's very loud. Please call us. Please call us back. Thank you very much. Please call back. It's very, very loud. Hello, good morning to you. The volume on your radio, please turn down the volume on your radio.
Good morning to you.
We can still hear the feedback. Please turn down your radio.
I'm calling it down.
All right, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling from Mainland
Welcome.
Mr. King.
All right, Mr. King, go ahead.
I'm talking about this cash of a thing.
Mr. King, please turn down your radio. Please turn down the radio. Turn it off completely, please.
To me, the idea of the central bank is very, very good. Because people hoarding a lot of cash inside the house, the money that's supposed to be in the bank, it is not a good idea. So there's a cushion bringing out the new notes without monitoring the banks to make sure it gets to their vault and they disburse it to the citizens. Is a lapsus, because on average Nigeria is a scam. If not, if they have monitored the disbursement of that new cash, everybody would have gotten it by now. So that is the problem. And I read that the CBN has right over the money or control of money. To me, I don't think the Supreme Court can give them order on what to do. That idea of changing this money is a very noble something, very okay for everybody. People are trying to sabotage that effort. That is what I see here. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Fuad, let's just pause for like 1 minute. Is it not possible for the Supreme Court to override the decision of the CBN governor, really?
No, the CBN can, of course.
The Supreme Court can override the CBN.
Not override, they can rule on it if a case is brought before it. So the idea that the CBN cannot direct them is wrong.
Okay, well.
The Supreme Court can always talk about the issue. Yeah.
Right. Hello, good morning to you. Hello? Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Faith and Fuad?
Morning, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, this is Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Mainland.
Welcome.
Yes. On this issue of the Naira note availability, you see, the problem is what we have before us is a policy somersault. Because they are mixing politics with the economy. And once you mix politics with economic activities, there is bound to be a somersault. You see, because if the policy was only to determine, the banking system and make Nigerians to be more compliant with internet banking, that would have been very good. But here you want to use this monetary policy to control the rigging of election. You see, those are two different things. Because if it is only to control rigging of election, then you don't need a long period. Like 3 months is okay because the nation is very slow. But now, if you want to make people to be compliant with internet banking, you need at least 1 year to give people time. So is this a type of consideration where they are mixing up two things all together? And let me say that Buhari and Demekele, they have to be very cautious with quote agreeing, because the human rights lawyers, the human rights community are watching the situation. You cannot, because of the dependency of your political exigency, you want to torture Nigerians and humiliate them. Nigerians are suffering untold hardship because of very bad policy of Buhari and Demekele. So if they are not careful, when they leave office, they will go to the International Criminal Court of Justice at the Hague.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. 2 minutes, please. Let's stick to the 2 minutes allotted. Thank you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Okangbilina.
Welcome, Mr. Okangbilina.
I'm calling from Mafoloko.
Yes, good morning.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's
Day.
And Mr.
Morning. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Please send my best regards to Sandra.
Of course.
She's listening to you.
Because of lack of cash, I would have sent something to you before.
You can do transfer.
Yes. Transfer, okay. That one is not for you, it's for Sandra and the other lady there.
Okay, I hear you.
Yes.
No, Allah.
Please, I want to disagree with you people.
Okay.
You are saying that the Supreme Court, I want the Supreme Court to remove its hands from CBN matters. Let the Supreme Court, after what happened in Imo State, what happened in Lawan, what happened with Akpabio, I think the Supreme Court should just stay clear. Nobody trusts anything from Supreme Court again. Let them not put their hand here. The Supreme Court said, this thing ends today, let it end. But their job is to bring money for us. We are dying. We don't have money. They should print money. I go to the bank every day and they will tell me that there's no money. Now, what they're doing, they will just close. So, the banks are not working. POS, they don't have new money. They are having old money. And people are rejecting old money now. What do they want us to do? The network is bad. And you are telling me that there's confusion, there's infighting within APC. How can people who are not coordinated, how can they rule Nigeria? That's why we are in confusion. And that's why we should vote them out. As they are not talking to us now, let us talk to them to vote. Let's vote APC out. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
I just wanted to say that it was not as if the Supreme Court jumped into the CBN matter. Governors took the case to the Supreme Court, and they need to talk about it. They need to. So,
anyways, hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Fine from Ayobo.
Welcome, Ifai.
I just want to say a little thing. Let's just come back home. If Nigerians will allow politicians to leave us alone, we have been going to banks withdrawing money. Some withdraw 20, some 40. If we begin to go to most homes now, you see those money that we claim that politicians are holding. We ourselves are holding it, waiting for the day the central bank will say, okay, we are no longer using this one. I didn't think we will suspend that particular thing on Friday and 8. You see, some people will bring out those money they withdraw and keep at home and begin to use old ones until that one ends. We have money in our homes, but we decided to keep it. Every day we keep on blaming central bank. I know it is hot, but the one that we withdraw, why can't us bring it out and begin to use it and forget about the old ones? Then we see what central bank will do. Then blaming central bank, we keep it at home till the day the one owner begin to use the old ones. It's not good. It's unfair. When we blame central, we blame ourselves because we used to keep it 50, 100, keep it at home. And begin to blame for come out. I don't see. I've not seen the money. There's no harm you go in this Lagos. Lagos, you will not see money. All this old new money. But you keep it waiting for the central bank to bring more money. It is unfair, nah? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Me, I don't have, because we go to my own house, there's no new money in my own house. So I don't know what you're talking about. Good morning to you. Thank you very much, though. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, man.
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Your name,
Good
where you're
morning,
calling from?
My name is Ayo from Saudi.
Welcome.
Good morning.
good morning, Mr. Ayo.
Yeah. Well, I think on the aspect of El-Rufai, I don't know why El-Rufai is now to be attacking Buhari. He was Buhari's right man. So how come what has happened all of a sudden is that they are now at loggerheads? They'll be telling us, you see, everything he says that he's saying to Buhari is not old enough to make Buhari's name. You understand? Who give up for Naira redesign? Is it not Buhari? That's of who is Minister of Petroleum? Is it not Buhari? So all this thing is saying, let him be bold to say Buhari is the one that's doing this. You understand? And why must we, citizens, Nigerians, why must we not commit our own lives into a party that is divided? Why? You understand? Because if Tinubu wins now, how are they going to organize the government? A lot of crisis. How are they not going to come together and give us, the kind of government we need? So the best thing, let us look for an alternative, because they are divided. They say a house that is divided cannot stand. Understand? So God is showing us signs, and there are red flags now. Except we just want to continue Nigerians into more suffering. Then we can vote for them. We can vote them in. Understand? The strong members of the party are divided. They are singing discordant tunes. This one is saying this. They are attacking this. They are attacking this. And you want us now to vote them in. On the aspect of Naira, please. Immediately, yes, let him accept that he has made a mistake. You understand? Even if he has good intention, the implementation is wrong. Let us please return back to status quo ante and let them organize themselves and give us, please, make sure that we have a good this thing. The suffering is just too much now. You understand? No old Naira, no new one. So what should we do? What should we do now? So let them return back the old ones. Let us so that when you go to the bank or ATM, you can go to have something now. You understand? To feed your family and to feed yourself. And to make sure you fulfill your own family, you pay your bills.
Thank you.
It's just too much now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution.
And we can't spend paper.
No, maybe calories. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Hello.
Okay, this is Sweet Yeti calling from Anthony. I just want to.
We didn't catch your name.
Sweet Yeti from Anthony.
Sweet Yeti.
Okay, all right.
I just want to ask a question, because yesterday I took this old money to go and buy something and they rejected it.
That's the problem.
Is it that we are not using the old money again?
We are supposed to still be using it.
So please, that's the question I want to ask, because I still have the old money with me. I cannot get the new one to use, and I have the old one. To go and buy something is a problem. You go to bank will tell you there is no money. You go to POS will be charging you
ridiculous amounts. Yeah.
I'm telling you, sir. So please, is the old money still a legal tender, or we are not using it again? Let me know.
It is still a legal tender, but
It's still a legal tender. It's supposed to be. The banks are not collecting it. Traders are not collecting. So what are we supposed to do with
honestly,
it? Do calories or coins?
I don't know.
Let's go back.
It's a terrible situation.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Speaking.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please, I want to talk about the CBN.
You might need to call
Can
us
you hear me?
back. You might need to call us back.
Okay.
It's very difficult to hear you.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Hello.
The line is
The
not
line
good.
is not really great. Please
Hello,
call us
good
back.
morning.
Good morning to you.
John from Ogba. Good morning, Mr. Farasa.
Good morning, Mr. John.
Can I talk about Fanika Odi?
Okay. Yeah, if you want.
Well, okay.
Yeah, so I only disagree with you when you Oga Fawaz is saying that Fanika Odi should be cautioned. He should be dealt with. Are you with me? Yes, now this is not the first time he's making such careless, unguarded utterances. That the utterances that easily throw Nigeria push us off the precipice. Are they my line?
Of course, yes, I agree.
Why is he? Why is he's only concerned with what you need? To follow more. So, I think this is just synonymous with all our politicians. This is where they are. This is where they are. They are concerned with what they can need, what they want intend to gain, not with our pride. Look at you are bringing up allegations you cannot solve. Now you are saying you regret it. Is this not? And the other guy, El-Rufai, the same thing goes with him. If you have issues, if you have insinuations, you come out to clarify properly. Substantiate your claim. Let it be verifiable. Rather than giving us unreasonable statements that really throw the country into a problem.
All right. Thank you very
And
much.
about the new design of the notes, I don't know what to say because we are hungry. I've been speaking all these days. Federal government should come out and say something now. They should say something. People are not collecting the old notes. The new notes are not available. Where do we go from here?
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. Hello.
Sage, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Fuhad.
Good morning,
My name
man.
is Don Peters.
Good morning, sir.
I'm calling you from Ilikeju.
All right.
Good. My take will be on El-Rufai. You see, El-Rufai is making us to begin to see as if the suffering of Nigeria just started like last month. El-Rufai, we are there for the past 7 years, 8 months now that APC have been misleading and misdirecting and just a kind of leading Nigeria to nowhere. El-Rufai, he did not say anything. He's there when they are making all the policies, progress in error. He didn't say anything. But now because they want to continue to be in power, and this Naira redesign now is affecting them hardly. You know, they are trying to present us as if this thing just started last month, that they are sent. Is the Buhari's policy. He's inclusive in all this that is happening. He shouldn't try to evaluate himself, or maybe Tinubu is supporting and the rest of others. All of them are inclusive in this policy, in this Naira crunch, in this fuel shortage. Everything, they are inclusive. They have absolute nothing to offer us, both in this government that is about to last and the one that even they are about, trying to give to us again. So what I'm trying to say here is this: they shouldn't try. They are working so hard to make sure that they are not, a kind of, we should begin to see them as saints, but they are inclusive. So they are party to all this.
Thank you.
Okay. So what on the other, this Penny Fanekayode, for her, I will disagree with you for once in all your analysis because you have always been on point. Penny Fanekayode should be dealt with. He should be dealt with. Because I wonder how a man will just mount a national tele and they began to misinform Nigerians. Do you think of the poor masses? him and his family they have access to abroad. If anything happens right now, it is the poor masses that will suffer for it. Just because he wants something to eat, he began to mistalk.
Thank you so
and
much.
began to give information that is not anywhere.
Thank you.
So he should be dealt with. DSS shouldn't
He has apologized.
That is my
Thank
own
you.
take.
He said
Thanks,
he
sir.
regrets it. All right. Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, thanks.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
What?
Good morning, sir.
Mr.
Fuad, go on. Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
May I, please, sir, may I ask you some question before I begin to say what I want to
Your
say?
name, sir, and location.
Yes, it's Akila, that's my name.
All right, please go on, sir.
Welcome.
You know, the accord they signed before this campaign started,
Mm.
and it's headed by the staff. Okay, what is the outcome of this accord which being signed by the presidential assurance? Because I have not seen the outcome of it.
Mm.
And we can see the way they misbehave, the way they are carrying out the campaign, violent and all this something. And they have not seen any one of them be arrested. You see, you can see that automatically, you know, they are failed in this area. Another one, the ex-revive the Kaduna State governor that say that he's not fearing anybody, and he cannot be able to mention and listed all those names that surrounded Buhari. If Buhari also is not included, why can't he come out fully and mention their names so that people will know them? So about the money that's not collected by the bank and the POS and all those areas whereby people cannot be able to get their money, why they cannot even quickly close the area of new money and continue our old money instead of putting the people or necessary suffering?
Thank you.
That's what I wanted to say this morning.
Thank you very much. Hello. Good morning.
I got a question to you about the last week.
Good morning.
Mr. Fuad.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. God bless all of you. You see, when we go to fast is just and Mr. Emefiele is just getting from his office to Mr. President's office. Coming out from Mr. President's office, no need to keep much. So are we happy to? And the one that told this idea to Mr. President, and the Mr. President who don't know how to have somebody, he now listen to this man. It is him, it means Mr. President and the Emefiele, they are the two personalities make the justice suffer. They are suffering. When we talk of Lagos, I've been forgetting the villages. Even those of Lagos, they don't have POS. What are we talking about? And somebody somewhere is making the justice suffer because of any how many of them? How many of those politicians? I think politicians we are talking about, they are more clever than criminals. Because the little money took the bank. Have you forgot to go to the country, take the little money and put it on the country? What I'm talking about? Now, the people have spoken, and this man needs to wait. Because if you do money to bank, they will spend the money. Go to bank now, no money. Because money doesn't not come from a central bank. Emefiele, I want to appeal to him. This is something, and Mr. President is the principal number one of that is punishing Nigeria today, whether he like it or not. What somebody say wrong at that to you, bad policy, what do buy it?
Thank you.
Good morning to you, my friend.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Let's take a pause on calls for now and look through the messages that we've gotten so far. So, WhatsApp messages. Good morning, Mainland Radio crew. Why is it that both the CBN governor and the presidency refuse to say anything about the Supreme Court order and the Economic Council's advice? Does it mean that this country has become their personal enterprise? This is terrible. May God help us. Okay, Anthony from Idimo Alimosho, Lagos, sent that message. Thank you. Good morning, Fuad and Sage. This is Abiodun from Ikotun. My take on the topic of discourse is that from the president's body language, it seems that the president seems like someone that doesn't know what to do, and you now begin to wonder. Okay, well, to me, Malam Nasir El-Rufai is on point as regards some underground people who are actually playing the Nigeria card on the ground and playing with the president's. Okay, I get your point, but thank you. Okay, El-Rufai has a way of attacking Aso Rock and claiming he's only attacking Zuma Rock. It's obvious he's completely disappointed by Buhari's leadership due to the Naira redesign policy and hardship, as well as frustration that comes as a result of the cash scarcity. Buhari and Emefiele should just respect the rule of law and consider the masses and reverse this policy as soon as possible. Simple as that. Hamed from Yaba sent this one. Hi, Mainland FM. The money being printed is very scarce and little in circulation. At least it's now obvious that there's little money in circulation, as the narrative by the CBN before was that there was plenty money in circulation and the banks are hoarding. Now the banks are closing shop due to lack of money. The major reason why people are hoarding money is because of the failing network transaction and then the inability to get the money, and majorly because of the money in the black market. Why would they not hoard money when the money is now being sold, and when you transfer, it fails? Go to banks and see customer service overwhelmed with people on dispense error. Sean sent that particular message. Let me take one more message and go back to the phones. Good morning, Mainland crew. Everybody keeps saying there's no money anywhere, including the banks. My question is, where did the politicians get the money they're using to, I don't know what this word is. Anyways, around in the name of campaigns, to maybe jet around in the name of campaigns, I don't know, but buy petrol and do some giveaway. Could they have gotten the money from the same bank earlier and kept in their houses before the orders? This country is a joke. Even the candidates know better than this. Jacob Cole. So people are referencing the information that came out regarding the lack of capacity of the CBN to print enough notes. So maybe we cannot really hold the commercial banks. We cannot hold them for
they don't have the funds.
They don't have it. At least they're closing. So, anyways, let's go back to phones. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Oh, okay. Please try to make it back. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Auntie Sage, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Agafuas, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
This is Mr. Timothy calling you from Ojo.
Good morning.
You see, when you see a new bride, the old one has expired. You can see Tinubu Airlines, they are trying to dance close to Tinubu now because they are seeing as a new bride. Buhari has expired in their eye. You see, APC, all is not well with them. As you have been saying before, you are on point that they have been masking their problem. El-Rufai, for it to be coming out and be crying like this, it doesn't have any situation. Rather, it's adding more problem to them. Let them put their heads together and solve problem. Because Nigerians are passing through. You can see the best they are offering Nigeria now at this critical time. That you have money, you cannot spend it. You go to the bank, you cannot have the new one. The Nigerians are hungry. They want to put us in a state of anarchy. Understand me? By the time somebody wants to help yourself now, that means you break the law. And it's an agreement. You can do anything to feed yourself. This is what I've been saying.
Hello? Oh, please try to make it back if you can. Hello, good morning.
Now, this is how to define integrity.
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. See, for us to go forward, let me tell you, APC and its government has failed. Let Nigerians come back to reality. Let us leave them for once, because they are divided, they are confused. They are blaming Buhari now. Everybody, even Prince Wai is now blaming Buhari now.
Okay, that
he has been supporting for a very long time.
Thank you. It's not necessary. There's no need.
Other callers,
Everybody
Hello,
can support whatever they want.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Ejike calling from Ajebule.
Welcome, Mr. Ejike. Please go on.
Okay, what I just want to say is, you see,
Mr. Erofai, they are not doing Tinubu good at all. Because this is he's saying, he may be thinking that he's working for his presidential candidate. But indirectly, he's causing more damages for him. Because Mr. President is talking to him directly. Understand whatever they are saying. Mr. President being the head of the government. Okay, imagine what happened last time. They met with him. He asked them to give him 7 days before they donated. They all thought. Do you think he is happy? My advice to Mr. Tinubu, he should be very careful and confront them. Those who think that they are working with him, they are indirectly working against him without knowing it. So that is my message. And I want to say that what happened in Rivers, people should put eye in Rivers. What is really happening here? This guy UK is something else. The party that made you what you are. Something is really happening there because I get information for it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your contribution. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning to you.
I did Damina from Malaba.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Paul, good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
The only thing is always very appalling and very despicable. When we find out that our leaders are the major and bad source of our problems, I don't really understand. No, since last week or very close, things have been coming down a bit. To the extent that yes, even a day for yesterday, everyone was saying that yes, at least things are going on normal. Okay, the meeting of the Mayfield and Papa yesterday, look at the whole thing. If these people have got an agenda, they should tell us now. Why actually precisely the systems of Nigerians? Okay, if you want us to actually remove the old note, print the new note. SCB and others, yes, they are going to foreign country to print the new note. Go to foreign country, print the new note. Let's see how it first. Then we can now roll away the old ones. Okay, we don't have the new note. We want to actually roll away the old one. Are we going back to state my butter? Are we going to actually go back to the word of cowries? Are we going to actually spend lists of papers? Why are they doing like this? Okay, this election is very close now. Are we preparing for poll or protest? An angry man is an angry man. There is no actually, in fact, if they have any agenda, they want to create chaos, they should tell us. Because the way they are pressing things now, even the day of poll, the day of the national day, it might be somehow despicable. The only thing might be kind of full of protest, never to no election. And this government should work against this packaging, this federal package that given to Nigeria is not good enough. And they are not happy, they are not smiling, they are living in pain. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I mean, they have sought help, right? But we're on a waiting list, and they say it will take months before we can even get the paper that will be used to print the money. So
what's the solution?
So they've asked for help, actually, just like we're going. But
just
we're on a waiting
to the
list.
commercial banks, spend the old notes and the new notes together until when we're able to sort this out. Simple as ABC.
Let's see if that directive will come forward. Let's go
right.
back to phones. Hello, good morning to you. You're not ready for us. Good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio, please. Hello. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
I'm Mr. Ali, speaking from Ajogule, Papa.
All right, welcome.
So what I want to consider is that I don't know the type of government we have. From A to B.
Please, sir, do you mind turning off your radio? Turn it off completely so we can have a good conversation, please.
Okay, ma.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
All the time, we are talking one place to another one to another one, from year to this, from place to place every day. And we are saying we are home Nigeria. I don't see reason why people will get their money inside bank. They cannot get their money. And this money is not shared by government. People are sharing money, go to bank, collect the money. And this is their personal money. And you suffer for it. I have been to more than 4 days. I cannot spend 1 naira. And there's no money for in time now people to use to buy something. It's not a punishment. What type of government we have? And that you election, and some places, some people if they go campaign, the people carry stone, they the people. Destroying people, destroying the matters. Is it how to move? Is to move forward? What I'm talking there is that let all you people there and media take note of what is happening here in Nigeria. I don't know whether in Nigeria is one or let us, if they want to, they are not being and peaceful, they don't go their way. We want to wait they can cause war.
Thank you.
We don't make it happen now. You catch up. We don't see money back. So when we see that to him, no way.
Thank you.
Since last year, we also asked this like up to nobody resolve it. And the children go to school now, nobody no way to give them money to go to school. If they have to do government, all the money supposed to be using. Before the new one come out. Now when this new one will come out, I never see it. Then the old one now we cannot use it. What is the problem?
Thank you.
We need now to move for moving country forward.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. So there are still people who they've not even seen
Of course,
the new
yes.
notes at
We
all.
acknowledge the suffering of Nigerians, but we must continue to preach unity.
Of course, we can't say that is separate because of issues like this. What we're going to do is take a few more messages and then we'll just round off with calls. I think we can do that. Good morning. Although people are making use of the old Naira notes in Badagry area, but as at yesterday, both the notes are nowhere to be found. I'm telling you, me and my family, we've not taken anything this morning because no POS has any notes with them. I transferred to POS, they couldn't give me cash. I pity Nigerians. Imam Abbas from Magbon Badagry, Lagos State. Magbon, I'm sorry. My happiness in all the crisis going on is that hardship is biting both APC supporters and those of us regarded as whalers. There is no special bank ATM dispensing money to certain party loyalists. We are all enjoying the suffering. I'm not enjoying it. Next time when we are voting, we will vote with sense. Okangbelina from Mafoluku. All right. Thank you very much for your message. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Please stop sending multiple messages. We will see it. All right. You don't have to send it multiple times. You confuse the whole thing. But good morning, Sage and Fuad. I have foreseen that this government is confused, and since 2015 till now, nothing that this government promised has come to fulfillment except for the Niger Bridge. Look at the CBN's cashless policy. It's a waste of time and money. It has brought hardship not only on politicians but the people. They have turned people to beggars on our money in a sane country. This government should be removed. How can we be experiencing this in this country? This is a lack of capacity, incompetence, and we have seen the handwriting on the wall. Vote out APC and PDP. We have a new Nigeria. We have Labour Party, and that is the way to go. Dio from Fagba. All right. Thank you very much, Dio. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Said, Mr. Fuad, from Badogana Mohammed Ibrahim calling.
Good morning.
God bless you.
Amen.
Sometimes it pains when people. Let me not even go there. Mr. Fuad, El Rufai is saying the right thing. If you like, take it. If you don't like, relax. But he is telling you the real thing that should be done. As a member of a political party, and your party is doing something wrong, and so you are bound not to say anything. You are now attacking Erufai for saying the right thing. Look, many of us who are saying this and that are suffering. Some of us who have money in our hands are them. But because of one misread or the others, let them continue. It's unfortunate.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. You can still call 0913 6000 410. Hello. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
This is Shooks from Uganda.
All right. Welcome, Chooks.
My God for everyone and everybody there.
Thank you.
People where they defend the Erufai. So for past 8 years, with this country, they go up and down. Where this government carry Nigeria, carry their mouth, they scratch them for main road. Everybody they cry. They have been killing people, doing all sort of things, and the Nigerians they kill. So like this matter, this particular matter, this money matter, and now Erufai, and now you wake up from sleep to discover say there is some kaba in Asoro.
Okay.
See, my people, anybody we like watching this government to do, and that person want to continue with this government, that person should go back and vote for APC again. As simple as that. And we let us continue, but I will not be among. That person will suffer only him.
That's
and I'm
enough.
putting it here to you now.
That's enough.
Let's be
Thank
a
you.
bit
Thank you.
discreet with our use of
Hello?
words.
Yeah, that's
Good morning.
enough. Good morning to you.
Chief Ward, morning.
Obi, good morning, sir.
My new sister agreed to.
I greet you too. Good morning.
Fuad, I saw you should watch Erufai. Let him know the fiscal list we are talking about.
Really?
He keep lampooning the northern Christians, keep insulting Buhari. He think that these things are not going to affect their campaign. Anyway, I never liked Buhari. I started liking, but I love him so much.
You love who?
I'm a Buharist now.
Yeah.
I'm a Buharist. Yes, Fuad, if you have yam and I have rice, we exchange. If you have, I know you like bread. I get bread for one. Come and collect. Give me rice.
Okay.
Yes, for one. What can we do now?
So you like Buhari now?
Okay. Yes, I love him so much.
All right.
I love him so much. Thank you very much.
All right,
Yes.
it is Valentine's Day, so spread the love. Anyways,
this
good
kind
morning
of
to
love
you.
that is lobbies.
Sarcastic.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
sir.
This Mr. Sasso.
Okay.
Calling you from Okoko Michael.
All right, sir.
You know, we Nigerians, we like talking without providing solution. As for me, as a reasonable human being that has sense, throughout APC, since their recession in government, I have not seen anything good that I've enjoyed. I don't know about others. It's as simple as that. Let them fight themselves. See, they just want to do this one to make us pity them again. To say, really, true. This is what has been happening. It's why Buhari has not succeeded. Let's move to the other one. We are tired of them. See, as for me, this is no new to me. Because I have money now. My wife wanted to feed gas. They rejected the old notes. What do I do? I should not feed my children. I don't like to twice.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Akim. I'm calling from Lagos.
Welcome, Akim. Please go on.
Okay, yeah, with the current situation in the country, I am not confused at all, and it is very clear. Okay, the situation at hand now, as we had in the news, there is no enough cash in the circulation. The CBN did not have the capacity to print more as we speak now. It is very clear the Buhari administration know what they needed to do. Release the whole money, let us continue to spend it. Some people went to the bank yesterday to deposit the old note. The bank are not receiving it. And yet, people who share the same problem the way I share, we share the same experience, we share the same hardship, are still bending the rule. They are still calling out Tinubu name and replying name. What has Rufai got to do with this? I believe without Tinubu, without Rufai, without us finding ourselves in a electioneering situation, we should be able to think right to say, CBN, it's either you give me more cash in the circulation, or you allow me to continue to use the one which you deceive me to deposit in last month. I know how much we deposited in the bank last month. After depositing it, you are not allowing me to withdraw, and you are not giving me the new one. It is very clear. Buhari and Emefiele know the right thing to do. Let them do it.
Thank you.
You cannot because you wanted to punish one politician or the other. I don't really care who that politician is.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's all the contributions we can take for this morning. By 9:45, we will come back for Global View, where we'll be dissecting international stories. There's this WhatsApp message here. I try to ignore it, but I can't. Good morning, mainland crew. My take on the Naira issue is that Nigerians should ignore banks and keep using the old notes. People should stop taking them to the banks. When they are ready for us, they will ask us to bring them in. Liz from Moe. Okay, Liz, thank you. I'm sure that they will consider it. Let's forget about the banks. All right. Well, thank you very much, Liz. That's it for Mainland Focus for today. Like I said, 9:45 we'll be back for Global View. Sage Babalola is my name. Thank you, Fuad Said. You're still listening to Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Yeah, I know what this is.
98.3 Mainland FM.
When the airwaves in your market become more and more crowded, it's time to break it open and really stand out. Broken Air is here.
On Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Lagos.